G'day everyone, it is the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. A big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos and you share them around the world with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. So in today's video, police have pulled over a sovereign citizen who's refusing to ID and to follow simple instruction. He's also carrying on about the Constitution and this, that and everything else. So the officer calls for some teammates to turn up to see old Syphilis Steve in person, because there is no other way police would ever believe that someone this dumb was in public unsupervised. So we join just as the second officer arrives. Let's have a look.
It's going to be an older black male with a gray beard.
What's up?
Hey, David.
Hey. Tell you who he is yet?
What's that?
Tell you who he is yet?
It's not.
Alright, let's take him out and bring him back so we can identify him.
Yep. I was just trying to see if we had anything on there so I could at least come up and already have his information, but it's a rental car.
Yep.
And I got nothing else on it.
No idea who it is?
No, I've never even seen this guy before. Blew right through the stop sign, but he is not, he said he doesn't have to stick around. I was like, okay, well, I'm advising you legally you have to stay here.
Yeah, he's detained.
Alright. You got a rental car, brother. You got to have a contract for it, right? And a driver's license. I need to see that.
Status check.
410-4.
Right, so Officer 1 gives Officer 2 the update, and Officer 2 is more than happy to help out with cassowary cock gobbler Gary over here, right? What's with the clapping, by the way? You're going to clap your way into an ass-kicking, you moose blowjob. Anyway, you have about as much charisma as an autistic slug.
I'll give you a little bit of insight. My uncle was first sergeant military police.
Okay.
My cousin is a police officer in Genesee County.
Okay. Who is it in Genesee County?
That would be Morgan. Is her first name. So anyway, I also have had federal security clearance of high security public trust, right? So I'm all about Constitution.
Okay.
So I need you as a public servant, because am I a public servant or are you the public servant?
So you're correct. I'm the public servant.
Good. You have an oath of office to that Constitution. Am I correct?
Yep.
What's the 10th Amendment?
So I'm not going to get into that.
So you don't. No. Listen to 10th Amendment.
We're going to have you step out of the car.
You're not going to do anything.
Alright, come on, sir. Get out.
Yep.
Unlock
We're going to have
the
you
car.
remove out of the car.
So I'm going to record this
You're
again.
free to record. You can record whatever you like.
I'm going to roll up the window. Now you're going to recite the 10th Amendment.
No one gives 10 fucks if your cousin is a pretend copper or your uncle served for the Salvation Army in the battle against the Smith family, right? The only high-level clearance access you have, mate, is to the bloody hidden McDonald's menu. You look like a potato with Down syndrome, like a fat computer hacker that you see in those old 80 action movies. I'm just waiting for Dolph Lundgren to turn up and throat punch you into a different world. Yeah, wind your window up. Oh, that will fucking show them.
I'm going to have 203 start this way as well. 196 to 203 if you can head to this location.
Next step is I call 911 and I get SWAT here.
We are SWAT.
We are SWAT, so...
Good. You're an insurrectionist at this point in time, because if you're trying to demand anything out of me...
We need to
now,
identify
keep in
you,
mind,
sir.
I have no problem with giving you my license and what have you. What I'm doing is I'm ensuring you're abiding by your oath to the Constitution.
So we need to see your driver's license.
You don't need to see anything from me because you are a public servant. I have the right to travel under the 9th Amendment. I have First Amendment right, freedom of exercise of religion. Freedom of exercise
So what
of
does that
religion.
have to do with you
I'm
committing a
going to
vehicle and
clarify
traffic
for
law violation?
Stop interrupting me. You're the public servant. First Amendment, freedom of
copy.
exercise of religion, right? Does it state that
So
clearly?
what I don't understand, sir, is what does it have to do
So,
with you not stopping
That's
at a
what
stop
I'm getting
sign
to. Are you going to
and
answer
speeding?
my question?
No, I need to see your driver's license and
If
registration.
you're not going to answer my question, then we're not. You want to act like a public servant and answer my question, or do
So
you want to act like you're the
so what you're
authority when
going to
you have
do
done?
is turn this from just a simple traffic stop.
So what I'm
verify
doing
that
is
you
I'm
have a
asserting
license.
my rights as a U.S. citizen and validating that you're not abiding by your oath to the Constitution.
So my job here today
So
is to
your
monitor
job here
traffic
today
safety.
is to enforce the law. Is that correct?
Correct, which you violated.
No, because which is the supreme law of the land, Marbury versus Madison. If a law is created that violates a constitutional standard, it is automatically null and void.
So, sir,
Is that
how does that have
correct?
to
If
do
you
with
have an oath to
not
the
coming to a complete
Constitution-
stop at a stop sign?
Listen, Tubby McTubface, the Ninth Amendment does not protect you from not following laws. In fact, the Supreme Court of the United States has said that the Ninth and 10th Amendment cannot be used to challenge the powers of government, right? Which means, like you dumb fuck, it means nothing right now, right? I reckon this bowl of expired yogurt must be in the fitness protection program. Have a look at him. Throw him a bloody big sack of flour. It will shut him up for a minute or two as he hoofs into it like a fucking mule eating an apple. You know what these SWAT boys love? More than anything in this world? They love to play fuck around and find out. In fact, they're pretty fucking good at it, to be honest.
Oh, that's what I'm getting to. What's the freedom
I don't
of
understand.
So if you don't understand,
roundabout
I'm
way to
free
get
to
to that.
educate you. Are you going to
Why are
listen?
you yelling at me?
Sir, Pennsylvania
Because
versus
you are not
Mims.
listening to
Sir,
me.
Pennsylvania versus Mims says that we have the right to ask you out of the car.
You don't have any rights to First Amendment, separation of church and state.
That's Supreme Court case law.
Supreme Court case, Marbury versus Madison. If a law is made that violates the constitutional standard, it's automatically null and void.
Sir, you can either give us your license or you have to step out of the vehicle.
It's your choice. There's all the doors are locked too.
Yep.
It's annoying, isn't it?
I'm here till 10.
Yeah.
I've already fought a course case in North Tonawanda. Just let you know. I had it thrown out. It was dismissed for the same principle I'm stating with you right now.
Okay.
So do you think you have the authority?
You violated vehicle and traffic law.
Which law is that?
1172A.
State law?
New York State vehicle and traffic law.
Who state Constitution refers to the U.S. Constitution as the supreme law of the land. Is that correct?
We're not doing this, sir.
If you're not doing it, then I'm not doing it.
Okay.
What in the actual fuck are you on about? The First Amendment's getting thrown in here now. Oh, but bloody church and state. It has nothing to do with the traffic stop, you dopey fucking mushroom. Look at you, right? You, mate, make about as much sense as using a Ouija board to communicate with a dyslexic ghost. You are so fat. I bet you have to carry US dollars in one pocket and fucking pesos in another pocket because part of your ass takes up property in Mexico.
This 203 responded.
203, did you say you're responding here?
Yep, I'm on my way there now.
Done for.
Calling 911.
I'm aware.
County, just so you're advised, this driver's calling 911.
Yeah. Niagara County 911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, I don't know where it exactly is. What road am
We're
I
on
on?
Rui
officers?
Road, sir.
Do we?
We're on Rui Road.
Rui? Okay, I'll let you, the officer, explain. Right now I have a couple police officers. I'm trying to assert my rights under the Constitution. First Amendment, separation of church of state, which states clearly in the First Amendment that the freedom of exercise of religion that freedom of exercise, if Congress can't pass a law, then they can't violate, the Judicial Department can't enforce the law. That's supreme law of the land. I'm asserting that with these officers, they're pulling me over for a traffic violation, which is state law. And on the federal level, they refuse to abide by their oath of office to the Constitution. Now they're acting under the 10th Amendment, which states clearly to the state or the people. It's not exclusive to the state. So that said, they don't have any authority nor jurisdiction in this matter. Even if I did go through a stop sign, there's nobody that was hurt or injured, which doesn't make it a crime. And since I follow common law, which is 5 of the 10 commandments, no murder, no theft, no coveting, no bearing false witness, and no adultery, they are currently committing an insurrection. Well, I don't know if I did or not. That's what they're proclaiming, but state law doesn't supersede federal law. Federal law, 1st and 10th Amendment, as well as the 9th Amendment apply here, and they're violating the rules of the Constitution, which in turn would make them insurrectionists. Now, I have police officers in my family and what have you. Sure, my name is Richard Ewart.
Mate, fucking with 911 just adds to the charges, right? The only reason he doesn't want to pull out his identification is it's the size of a fucking billboard and it takes 12 minutes to unfurl. It's a satellite photo for those playing at home. Does he truly think that the SWAT cops are just gonna leave? Like, oh, well, he wound his window up. You saw him. Like, that's obviously end of conversation, right? He fucking needs to get going to Lord Farquhar's castle so he can get rid of all the bloody other fairy tales that live in his swamp.
Driver's license, Ewart, E-W-E-R-T. And just for fun, because I don't have any problem with giving them my license and wavy, I'm just kind of asserting my rights at the moment. My driver's license number, if you need it, is 810-488-661.
Okay.
So again, if you want to have the argument about it being commercial or what have you, because that's what driving is referencing, that's why you would need a license if you're working under commercial, which I technically am at the moment, but nevertheless the 9th Amendment still applies.
Do you have an emergency?
The emergency is these cops are violating my constitutional rights and they refuse to leave.
On the way over to speak with you. You can speak with the lieutenant when he gets there. But unfortunately, right now, you're tying up an emergency line for somebody that could be in cardiac arrest or having trouble breathing or having chest pain.
Well, they did try to say that I have to step out of the vehicle, and they're trying to demand things out of me, with acting like they have the authority when they're public servants.
On the way there, you can speak with the lieutenant when he gets there, okay?
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Where were you headed to when you were driving down there?
I'm delivering some food.
Where are you delivering?
Go ahead.
I don't know the exact address.
How long have you been doing DoorDash for?
I've been doing Uber and like
10-4, we heard.
Like I said, I don't have any problems with you guys. I'm not to defund the police or anything like that. I'm fully on your side, but when it comes to constitutional rights, especially with the Democrats being the way they are, I'm making sure that I'm asserting my rights.
Do you have that rental agreement on you, sir?
No, it's actually at home.
Okay.
I guess my thing is you either don't believe me that you ran directly through a stop sign, or you didn't stop at all. You went directly through a stop sign and are speeding.
Well, I wouldn't say I was speeding. I wouldn't know that. But again, the stop sign, to me, I didn't see the stop sign. So if I did, it's because I didn't see it.
That's fine. And we could have gone a whole different route over this, other than
exactly. And I just wanted to ask you questions, and I needed
it's not
to
for you
refuse
to
the
ask
answer.
me questions.
It
I
is
was
my
super
job.
cordial to you. I came up to you. All I
It
said
doesn't
is I
make a
need to see your
difference.
driver's license.
Again, you're the public servant, right?
Correct. But
So
no
if I
one's...
ask you a question, if you wanted to keep it cordial and everything, you would have
Right.
answered the question.
Right, but you're not even identifying who you were to me.
I don't have to
You
identify
do though,
you.
because
No,
you're
I
driving on a New York State roadway. You need to
don't. Ninth
produce...
Amendment.
It has nothing to do
Right
with
to
that.
travel.
You can speak with my supervisor.
Okay.
It's New York State law. This is a traffic stop. I identify yourself, or you're going to be arrested for obstruction and a misdemeanor.
All right. You have an oath to the Constitution, is that correct?
Yes.
There we go.
That copper. Oh, here we go. Hey, you guys! He has no idea the amount of hours these SWAT cops can dish out, right? Although when he hears the word dish out, he gets sexually excited. This guy's the only person to ever watch a porno and come when the pizza gets delivered. I remember he once walked past his television and all the other pigs that live in his sty missed a full season of Breaking Bad. Oh, actually, speaking about porn, by the way, Anne Hathaway keeps sending me naughty pictures of her boobies and vagina. And look, I'm only human, so I had to throw me dick over the fence and give her some pity sex.
Okay.
It's time to get out of the car and identify yourself.
So if you go and do what you're doing,
Yep.
you're violating your oath to the Constitution.
Nope.
Yes.
You're detained right now. You're accused of committing a crime, a vehicle and traffic law. You have to identify yourself. It's basic. When you're 16 years old and you get your license, I'm Lieutenant Swift, badge 203. You're to identify yourself to these officers right now. Why are you not identifying yourself?
I already did, actually, on the 911 call. I gave him my driver's license number and everything. But as far as that's concerned, again, you have an oath to the Constitution. Are you going to allow me to speak? I'll clarify this for you.
Yep. Are you going to identify yourself?
Are you going to allow me to clarify
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
So I already did on the 911 call. I actually gave you, did you happen to take notice of the driver's license number that I gave? They could ran it?
Well, we wouldn't be able to do that because we're having a conversation while you were giving that
so
to
either
dispatch.
way, right, you have an oath to the Constitution. Now, keep in mind, I don't hate anybody. Again, as I iterated with them, my uncle was First Sergeant Military. My cousin is works as police over in my county, Johnson County, right? Okay. So I have no problems with the police. What I'm doing right now is I'm asserting my rights. I'm making sure you're abiding by your oath to that Constitution. Why is that important to this? Because what I'm saying to you right now, because as much as you're trying to come at me, keep in mind I have the full legal right to remove Joe Biden from his office right now with the same contents.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Do you know what year it is?
That lieutenant, are you okay? Clearly not! He has a metric ton of health issues from his metric ton of fat, right? Apart from that, he's just a fucking elephant that lost his trunk. Lucky he is not a she, because if he was a she and wore high heels, he would strike fucking oil. You are what you eat, says everybody. And this bloke went off and ate a big fat cunt.
Do you know what year it is?
Do you know what year it is?
Okay, let me clarify this for you because we want to have this kind of argument. Do you proclaim December the 12th month?
Of the year? Yes.
Even though the word itself literally means the 10th month?
Sir, I don't know if
So exactly.
I don't know
because
if
you don't know
I want to
anything.
help you. I don't know if it's the mental
I want to help people too.
Is this a mental health issue or you?
That
you
sounds
hate the
like
cops?
you do have one because if you proclaim December to be the 12th month when it literally means the 10th, means you're probably
Okay.
not in your right mind.
Identify yourself to these police officers, please. Right now, identify yourself to these police officers.
So are you doing an insurrection against people at the moment?
You're about to be removed from this vehicle. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Shut the car off.
Uh-oh. Not that this deep-fried penis puffer has done anything smart this far, but trying to close your windows while the police are actively trying to arrest you? Well, that's a new level of dumb. That's normally reserved for fucking gas sniffers. I reckon, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to play Fuck Around and find out the SWAT Team Edition.
Let's go, ready?
Shut the car off. Shut it off right now. Come on. Shut it off.
Get out of the car. Step out. On your stomach.
Roll over. So now you just committed assault.
On your stomach right now.
Give me your hand.
Now you just committed
Relax
assault.
your arm. Your hand. Relax your arm.
I am fully
Relax your arm.
You committed assault.
Nope, you tried to close the window on me after I told you to get out of the vehicle. Gave you multiple chances to identify yourself.
Now, I told you quite often that you're insurrectionists
Want a
people.
double cup on him?
No. Do you have any weapons in the car?
No, now you're performing illegal search and seizure. Violation of the 4th Amendment.
Alright, sir.
All right, brother. If you want, roll to your side here. You can sit on your bottom. Sit up. Ready? Up on your feet.
1, 2,
1, 2,
3.
3. Okay.
Backwards right. Please pat him down.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any weapons.
Oh, we gotta check you anyway.
I have a right to bear them anyway under the 2nd Amendment.
Okay.
He loves to quote the Constitution completely out of context, doesn't he? Mate, why don't you hit him with the 27th Amendment? Yeah. Hit him with the old delaying laws that affect the constitutional salaries from taking effect until after the next election. Yeah, that will fucking show him, right? I hope these officers have done their heavy loads course before, because I sure as fuck would have needed a crane to get his fat fucking ass up, right? This guy's not allowed to fall in love because the last time he fell, half of China went under fucking water.
You got your keys?
Yep.
Right side. Okay. Can you spread your legs apart for me, sir? Just keys in his right front pocket.
Alright. Have a seat, sir.
Alright, sit tight.
What a fat Neanderthal. Have a look at him, right? I remember once I saw him at a wedding. Yeah, he started dancing, and when he started dancing, the fucking band started to skip, right? Can you imagine how many penises are going to be inserted into those fat rolls of his when he gets to jail? I'm putting my money on 100. 100 penises are going to enter his body from all different angles. He's going to be truly fucked. But that brings us to the end of another great video. I hope you've had some fun. I hope you've had a bit of a laugh. And I really hope that you're not one of those 100 penises that's going to enter that fat fucking jail. Oh, well, that's it for now. I've got to get going. There's a whole bunch of stuff I've got to get done this afternoon. Oh, actually, before I go, I should tell you, right? I was thinking the other day about bloody pedophiles. Tell you what, bloody pedophiles. Fucking immature assholes, aren't they? Anyway, what can you do? I'll tell you what did happen though, right? I'll tell you this. This is a true story, this. I was reading through the bloody personal ads the other day in the paper, and it said that there was a 42-year-old woman who just needed a man to make her feel like a woman once more. So I sent her all my ironing, so let's see how that fucking pans out. Also, this week, I decided that I would donate sperm to the local sperm bank, right? I went down there and I did me business, and then the lady said to me, she goes, what I need you to do, if you don't mind, would you mind masturbating in the cup? And I said to her, fucking, I tell you what, I'm really good at what I do, but I don't think I'm ready for competition levels just yet. Alright, that's it. Hooroo.